Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this video filled with shameless self-promotion about my gallery in New York City. Now this doesn't really look like New York City, does it? This domestic scene is part of New York's Westchester County, where our journey to the gallery begins. And as most journeys in America begin, it begins with every American's ticket to freedom, the car. Favorite things about New York City is that once you find parking, the city is actually very walkable. After about an hour of travel, we get to the gallery door. But in this neighborhood, in Greenwich Village, there's a place called Blacktop, which is hard to resist, for obvious reasons. After devouring that sweet delight, we get back on track to the gallery. Now, this was my first time at the gallery. It's called Stone Sparrow NYC, and it's located between Perry and Charles on Greenwich Avenue, on Manhattan Island in New York City. So it's a pretty big deal for me to be represented by a gallery located in such a prestigious location. The gallery owner, Marina Eliassi, met us and showed us around the space. At the time, there were work from the gallery's very first exhibition up still. The gallery opened this summer, and we were there I think in August perhaps, and has had several exhibitions since. Please let me show you the work of two of the artists that were my favorite that the gallery represents. Of course, I am partial to sculpture, and so the very first artist I'll show you is, of course, a fellow sculptor named Susanne Zucker. These pieces are ceramic sculptures, in other words, fired clay. They are both haunting and beautiful to look at, and the textures was what really captured me. I love the old, broken porcelain look. The second artist is a painter named Alan MacDonald. Now, I didn't do a very good job of capturing the colors of his paintings, so you'll have to follow a link in the description below to his Instagram page to see proper images. His work has something that has always drawn me in, which is an overabundance of detail and a surreal quality. One of my very first loves when it came to fine art, and what made me want to do fine art in the first place, was the work of Salvador Dalí. So the strange and surreal has always captured my heart. Both artists mentioned above and the gallery itself will have links to them in the description below. Now there is a lot more to see of the work that the gallery represents, other artists, and there's a lot more work by the two artists that I show you as well. So definitely take a look at that if you're interested. Personally, it was very strange to see my work in this setting. I think Stone Sparrow brings something a little different to the, by now, very typical white box gallery. This gallery has an atmosphere that suits the work and the artists that Marina has assembled to fill her gallery with. I've exhibited work before, but the match between gallery or venue has not always been perfect. Here in Stone Sparrow, my work looks home. Like it was intended for a space like this. If I had to quantify it, I would say that the gallery has an eerie quality to it, which is something that I really like. A mysterious atmosphere, which is something that I personally try to provoke with my own work. At the time I signed with the gallery, the renovations weren't finished, and I feel very fortunate that the match is as good as it is. I exhibit a few pieces in this gallery, and if you're in New York, swing by and perhaps some of my pieces are still up so you can have a look at them. Let me know if you get the chance to go. I'd love to hear from you what you think about the gallery and the work, of course. And of course, no trip to New York is complete without a healthy dose of hipster coffee. Thank you for watching. Please check out the links below to the artists mentioned and to the gallery. Stay creative, and I hope to see you in the next one.